today we're going to talk about the iPhone Fold. Yes, you heard me right. There's so many leaks and rumors out on YouTube and speculations about the next big thing with Apple. Let's check it out. So there's a lot of leaks and rumors about different sizes, dimensions. Most common is the fact that the iPhone is going to be about the size of two standard iPhones put together, making it a 7.6-inch screen or up to a 7.8-inch screen. Now, the problem I have with that right from the get-go is that's last year's foldable sizes. By the time of next year, 8 inches is going to be the norm. So coming in at 7.6 or 7.8, Apple will start out behind the times. So I'm not really sure that I'm going for the 7.6, 7.8 inch size. Now, other rumors we've heard is that they are going to actually make an iPad Mini foldable. So looking here, if you see the iPad Mini, this is actually a 8-inch screen across on diagonal. However, if you were to take it and fold it, it would match the Microsoft Surface Duo size screen. And the rumors are that the external screen is going to be 5.8 inches. That's quite a bit smaller than the standard size iPhone, which is a 6.1 external screen. Now, if you put this up right on top, you can see this is a little bit taller than the Surface Duo and quite a bit taller than the iPad Mini. So it's really confusing as to which is it, because even if you stack two of these together, they don't quite match. And then if you turn them, they're not going to be that 8 inches either. So if they're going to actually do it, 8-inch internal screen, I think it's going to be closer to the Surface Duo, because check this out. When we open this up, you can see that we have a full screen size, and when we match them up, look at that. They are the same size. Now, of course, the obvious difference being the border, but today all these phones, they eliminate the border on the foldables pretty much. So we can see that we're going to get a little bit smaller package with a smaller border, kind of like what you see right now on the sides of this Surface Duo. So with this in mind, I don't know how much I believe any of these rumors right now on the size, because when you take a look at the mock-ups, they look very similar to that of the first Pixel Fold. So more of a passport size device, which, to be honest, I really enjoy the size of the Surface Duo and the two screens. Now on specs, the interesting thing is they're talking about putting the iPhone 16 cameras in their foldable, although making them both 48 megapixels without a zoom lens is kind of an interesting direction to go. As for me, I would rather nix the ultra-wide lens and go with a zoom instead, although they're probably trying to go thin. Now, I'm talking about the cameras. The one on the front is probably going to be your standard 12 megapixel camera that you find on all the iPhones for selfies, but they are not going to do the photo ID on the Apple Foldable. Instead, they're going to resort back to the finger touch sensor that they use on the iPad Mini, which to me, that's a better choice anyway, except you do need a better location. This is crazy on this iPad Mini. You got to reach all the way at the top. And when you hold it on the side, it just doesn't make any sense. It's on the opposite side. I've always had issue with the placement of the Touch ID on the iPad Mini, but I digress. With their foldable, I'm sure they're going to put it on the side like it should be, as you can see in this mocked up image. So now let's talk about the thickness of the new iPhone Fold. It's going to be very similar to that of the Surface Duo. The Surface Duo is a 4.8 millimeters, and the new iPhone Fold is rumored to be 4.5 millimeters. So it's actually a little bit thinner than what we get with the Surface Duo. And the current iPad Mini is 6.3 inches in thickness. So you can see that's quite a big difference. And their claim is that the new iPhone Fold will be the thinnest Apple device ever. And that's because currently their thinnest device, being the iPad Pro, is 5.3 millimeters thick, which is quite a bit thinner than the iPad Mini, but not even close to the 4.5 millimeters that you're going to get out on the new Fold. Now, that iPhone Foldable is going to come at a premium price. They're saying no less than $2,000 right out the gate, which may be right on par with the foldables of today if the prices continue to go up. So I'm guessing that the iPhone Fold, or 18 Ultra if they're going to call it that, is going to be closer to $2,200 or $2,500 when it hits the market, because it's going to be their premium device. However, they're not going to put premium hardware in it, which is pretty surprising to me, since Apple held off so long. You would think they would do better than that and really hit the ground running. Now, what would an iPad Fold do for the market? Well, I think it'll actually explode it, because right now the foldable market is less than 5%, so it's very small. So when Apple hits it, it might really blow up the foldable market. We'll have to see, and if it does, if it's going to add value to the rest of them, so all the prices go up. So is the Apple Foldable a good idea? Maybe. We'll have to see what it does. What it will do is it'll challenge the other manufacturers to making sure that their foldables stay on top of the market with their technology and ingenuity. So I am actually looking forward to see what an Apple foldable phone really does for the market. Now, I have independently talked to a lot of iPhone users, and none of them seem to have interest in foldable. And I think that's simply because Apple has not had a foldable up till now. So we'll see if that really changes once this becomes a reality. What I want to know right now is, what do you think? Do you think an iPhone Fold would really help the market? Is it something that you'd be interested in? Let me know down in the comments. Now, Apple is releasing one of their thinnest devices ever this year, the iPhone Air, and you can check that out here. Until next time, God loves you and God bless.